I'm Barry Tramel, and the Cowboys got a great victory Saturday in Big 12 basketball. The Sooners, a discouraging loss. I say OSU's win was bigger than OU's loss.
Yeah, but OU's loss wasn't any great shakes, that's for sure. From the Opopka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Barry, as good as that OSU win was, and as needed as it was, honestly, at home against K-State, what OU did, not great. But you were in Stillwater. You got to see that win over K-State.
Well, I thought it was an excellent victory for the Cowboys because you're playing a team that's in the top 20. Cats are 17, very good team. Frank Martin really has it going. He's got Jacob Pullen and a cast of talented big men. So this is a really good Kansas State basketball team. Cowboys down 8 with 9 minutes to go. Frankly, lose there with the two upcoming road games, and Oklahoma State could have gotten off to a horrible Big 12 start. Instead, they make the spirited run, win going away 76-62. Jean-Paul Olakuni with an excellent game. Ray Penn with some clutch foul shots. Marshall Moses, Keaton Page with clutch plays. Cowboys got a much-needed victory, and to me, it was a big, big victory. Down in Norman, Sooners get routed by Texas A&M, never really in the game. Frankly, I don't think it was a big deal because we saw it coming. We knew it was going to happen. The only question about Oklahoma is will they win 1 or 2 conference games, and it wasn't going to be Texas A&M.
Yeah, the thing that I would think would be disheartening about the Oklahoma game, not ever really being in that game, a home game, and Texas A&M's a really good team. I mean, a really nice team. But I tell you what, Texas A&M's maybe not a team that you look at and just are wowed by their offensive prowess and wowed by their athleticism. Really good team, but a team that you could at least see the Sooners being competitive against. And considering what else awaits them in Big 12 play, to be at home, to be against a team that, maybe you have a little bit better chance to match up with. Barry, I think the fact that they were never in that game, that has to be really disheartening for Jeff Capel and company. And, I think he may be getting the max out of this team, but they're just not very good.
Now, I got an email from an OU fan who lives in Florida, watched the game, and said he was thoroughly disgusted and said, I think this team's going to go 0-18 in the Big 12. And I wrote back and said, no chance they'll go 0-18. They only play 16 conference games, so rest easy. 0-16, though, is not out of the question for this squad. I mean, this is a substandard basketball team in terms of talent. This is a team that would not win significantly in the Missouri Valley or the Horizon League or in a lot of mid-major type leagues. This is a roster that can't compete in the Big 12. Meanwhile, up in Stillwater, I think Travis Ford has a pretty interesting roster. They're not going to win the conference championship, but they can compete, and they are going to get some wins, and I think they've got a really good shot at the NCAA tournament, which would be 3 in a row, and would be a great accomplishment for Travis Ford taking over a rebuilding situation. That victory over Kansas State really could catapult Oklahoma State to a nice season.
Yeah, and I think what we're starting to see with Oklahoma State is no one player is replacing James Anderson. I mean, he was a talent that, he was your go-to guy. He was that big scorer for you. But right now, OSU's got 3 emerging guys that are filling that scoring role. Obviously, Marshall Moses showed in non-conference play. He could do that. Keaton Page has shown some consistency now as we get into January. And now JP Olakemi is a guy that looks like he's coming forward to be able to score in a variety of ways. So maybe they don't have that go-to guy, and obviously that changes the equation a little bit. When you're at crunch time, maybe you aren't as for sure as you might have been with James Anderson on the floor. But Barry, I think with these three now emerging, if they can continue this, winning at A&M is not going to be easy. Winning at Colorado is not going to be easy. But if they could start conference play 2-1, it'd be a great step for the Cowboys. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.